It's late. I probably look like somebody beat me up, and but I want to share this with you tonight because it's so simple, and it's so common amongst coaches to get this thoroughly screwed up and wrong that I had to bring out the purple pen and bring you these beautiful slides along with my commentary. So the subject here, if you haven't already figured it out and read it, it's that coaching sucks. And I'm dead serious about this, but what I mean by it is maybe not exactly what you think. So might be a little clickbaity here. You be the judge of that one. But here's the point that I wanted to give around this. That is that as coaches, and I'm speaking to you coaches, I'm not speaking to necessarily leaders or salespeople or other influencers or maybe even other service providers, although this will probably apply to your industry in some way as well. And so I'll try to translate it across a little bit as we have this conversation. But what I mean by this, when I say coaching sucks, is when I put coaching in quotes, it means that this word that we use to try to define coaching and try to describe what people will get from coaching, that sucks. What do I mean by that sucks? What I mean is that as a coach, when you're trying to market your services and you start calling it coaching, that's like the worst thing you can do. Because, well, I'll get into that in a second. But I got this question earlier tonight from a mentee of mine, and he came to me and he said, and I'll just read his email. For my business and you know, for my coaching business website, do you suggest John Smith? And again, I'm changing the name, right? But johnsmith.com or johnsmithcoaching.com. You know, which one should I do? And I wrote him back and I told him just do johnsmith.com. And we've been talking about his site a little bit, and we've been talking about how he could best put together a site that's going to really market his services well and bring a lot of free sessions, bring a lot of leads to him, and you know, so he has an idea of the right way to name a site and the right way to market a site, but he's doing this kind of quickly because he's starting to get a lot of referrals. And he's got, like, I think almost about 20 clients if you include his one-on-one and his group coaching clients at this point. And so, you know, he's getting all these referrals, and he needs to be able to give people at least an online brochure that describes who he is and what he provides and things like that. So anyway, he's quickly trying to come up with a site that's just reflective of his name, not really anything else. So not the greatest approach to a site that was supposed to market anything, a product or service, just somebody's name, but that's what he's got at this point, so that's what he's going to go with. It's kind of a rush job. So this was his choice, and I encourage him to just get something up. You know, your name is better than nothing. And so he gave me these choices, and I said, you know, go with johnsmith.com, not the coaching. And you know, I just wrote it back and just told him that's what you should do. So he writes me back and he says, well, I'm just curious, why not John Smith Coaching? You know, I mean, he didn't say this, but it's kind of like, come on, that's what I do, right? That's my profession, and makes me somebody that's a leader and somebody who's probably attracted to work with or buy his stuff. I'm a coach. I do this coaching thing. Sounds pretty good to me. It sounds respectable, if nothing else. Why don't I use that? And so, and again, he didn't say that. I'm just thinking that might be why he asked that question. So I wrote him back. Here's what I said. I said, coaching is a horrible term for marketing purposes. No one is interested in it, and for many, it's alienating. For many, the word coaching is alienating. It's going to alienate somebody who visits your site. So Therefore, and I think I wrote this down. Here we go. Low value add plus likely negative impact equals eliminate. Eliminate it. So if you're thinking, well, I'll just put coaching in my .com because that's who I am and that's what I do. Well, guess what? Chances are that word is a low value add. It doesn't add any value. And I'm not saying your coaching doesn't add value, but the word doesn't add anything. It doesn't add any value at all. So that's a low value add, especially in the mind of your prospective coaching client. Unless and until they actually sign up for your coaching. That's a whole nother, that we're talking about a whole nother timeline. This is before they become your client. And then it's also a likely negative impact. Like I see coaching and I'm like, okay, who is this guy? Who do they think they are? I don't want coaching from anybody. I'm not interested in coaching. I could care less about it. I don't want to follow some other coach. It's very likely to be a negative impact. So low value add, likely negative impact equals eliminate. Just get rid of it. So that's why I sent him back. So I'll elaborate on this just a little bit more. And this, even if you're not a coach, if you're just marketing even a product or service, this is still something that I think is going to make sense if you can get the kind of bring it across the chasm from the coaching service or coaching as a service to whatever you do as a service. If you're a lawyer, or if you are you do any kind of cleaning services, or you provide provide car repair, whatever it is, this is going to be somewhat similar, especially if there's a one-word or multi-word phrase that just labels your service and just describes your service or describes who you are in that service, like your role in that service. Because coaching is perfect for this conversation, and it's something that, like I said, all coaches pretty much get this wrong when they start, which is why they waste thousands of dollars on websites that do nothing for them, but just cost them a lot of money. So as a coach, I work with a lot of clients, and they all get tons of value from the process of coaching that they go through. But let's say somebody comes to me and they want to make more money. Or they come to you and you're a money coach. That's what you do. So in that case, you could sell them coaching, or you could sell them the possibility of them making more money, which is really actually what they want. So coaching gives you nothing or hurts because they're not interested in that, and that might even be an impediment to them getting what they really want, which is the cash. So if you said, I want to offer them, here's how to make more money, or here's how to have a better career, or how to get a job, or how to start a business that can make you money, or how to have a side hustle that'll make you money, whatever it is, how to use Facebook to make money, great, you win. But if your pitch on that site or in whatever portion of marketing that you're in before somebody actually is actually receiving the service from you to some extent, or really buys into wanting to work with you directly, and you offer them coaching, you lose. You offer them money, or ways that they can get money, or the idea that you can help them make more money, you're gonna win. Another scenario, I'll work with somebody and they want a better relationship. If you're watching this right now, it's possible that you have gone through a lot of pain because relationships didn't work out really well for you. Or you've had a lot of pleasure in the past from relationships and you want more of that, or you want better of that, right? This is not uncommon, okay? So if with that relationship coaching client, I say, hey, I'm a relationship coach, I'm gonna give you relationship coaching, I lose. They're never gonna wanna talk to me again unless and until they've actually received value from the service, or they think that I'm the key to their success, right? And very seldom is anybody gonna believe that right up front before they have a pretty deep relationship with you. So if however, I say, well, here's how you can have more love in your life. Here's how you can get the woman or man of your dreams, or of the night, or of your life, or whatever their version of this little love thing is. And I say, I've got some answers for you, I've got some help for you, I can make a difference for you in that area, and here's some ways that you can do that. You're going to be all over that. This is something that you're interested in. And universally, almost everybody at some point in their life has an interest in this, or unless they're already just naturally fulfilling it. And that's probably not a good prospect for relationship dating and other type of, more socially oriented coaching, right? So you offer this individual who's lonely or excited about getting with the member of the opposite sex, or just needs more love, or needs to love themselves, just something around relationship side of things. You offer them love, they're going to be all over that. You offer them coaching, you lose. Okay, here's another example. Now this one's kind of tough, so this is my best purple pen momentary slide for this one. So in the world of health and fitness and wellness, people want to go from dead or low energy or fat and ugly, or whatever their version of what they'd rather avoid in the health and fitness realm might be, and they want to go to this is my pictorial of an active, healthy, vital human being, right? So same thing, if I say, hey, I can coach you on health or on fitness or something like that, you're out of there. But if I say, hey, I'm going to show you how people have actually gone from half dead to totally alive, or 50 pounds overweight to losing all the weight in a fairly short period of time, fairly effortlessly, or whatever, just looking better, having more magnetism, there's all sorts of different versions of this whole health, fitness, wellness, beauty type of area where people have great interest in. If somebody's half dead, they're definitely willing to invest in getting back to life, right? If somebody's majorly overweight, they're willing to invest if they can find ways to consistently keep that weight off. Gosh knows we got billions and billions of dollars invested in that every year, and people are struggling and failing. If you can actually deliver the results, they're going to be all over you. But they're not going to be interested in your coaching. I guarantee that. They're interested in this result, not your coaching. Your coaching is a barrier to that. So I think that's it. Okay, so that's my last example. So if you're a lawyer, nobody's interested in your legal advice. Everybody's interested in getting out of jail, or getting away from litigation, or avoiding mistakes that could cost them a lot of money, or having contracts that are unenforceable. You get the idea. These are the results that they're after, and there's probably even results besides that, right? If you are a trainer or teacher or seminar leader, nobody's interested in coming to your event. They could care. That's like a pain in the butt. Now, okay, some people are really social, and so they like to go to events just for the purpose of going to events. Okay, fine. But for the rest of the human beings that you're trying to get to your event, if you just say, hey, here's a great seminar on a specific subject, that's probably not good enough. You gotta show them what your seminar is going to provide them, rather than just try to dangle a seminar in front of somebody who's maybe not a seminar junkie. And the same with coaching. Well, the only people that are really excited about this word coaching are coaches. Everybody else has no interest in this at best. They're interested in these other areas: becoming healthier, living a longer life, living without chronic pain or illness, losing weight, having more energy, finding love, or intimate relationships, or better friendships, more popularity in their social life, making more money, having a better career, having success in their career, starting a business, growing a business, keeping their business alive. These are the things that universally, at some point, everyone has an interest in: money, love, and health or fitness. If one of those areas are not working well, then life kind of sucks, right? So that's why, get back to what I threw out here, that's why coaching sucks. The reason why coaching sucks is it's the word that sucks. The process is great. The service is awesome. But your seminars are probably great. Your book is probably awesome. Your service, your advice, whatever you offer people is probably great. But the word that probably describes that process, the word that describes your service, the legal advice, the coaching, the seminar, the author role that you take on, that word sucks. That is not going to help you in your marketing. It might help you in minor ways at times temporarily, but for a new customer that doesn't know who you are and they're just looking for help, they're just looking for the results that they're after, you need to put the results in front of them, and only then will they be interested in getting to know you and what you provide. It's kind of like this. If I say the first time we have we start our relationship, our advisory relationship, our coaching relationship, I say to you, hey, you know, I can give you some coaching if you'd like, and you know, that it's really going to help you. You're going to just say, no thanks, you know, I don't understand, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But if the first time I talk to you, I say, you know what, you could probably lose weight a lot faster than how slowly you're doing it right now, and you could probably struggle a lot less than how much you're struggling right now in this challenge. And I've got a few secrets I can share with you that I've worked with a lot of clients on that it just works every time in my experience. And so let me share those with you, and then I give you some of those secrets, right? And you maybe go use them and they work, or you're just like, I can see how that works, and you got a little bit of a victory there. Then after that, I don't even have to tell you about my services. You can say, you'll probably eventually say, hey, can you help me more? Do you offer coaching? Can I buy your book? Can I go to your seminar? I mean, they're going to be begging for your service at that point. But they're only interested in that once they feel like you've already helped them, you've already given them some great advice, information, or that you've already given them a clue that you actually at least understand what is they're after. Not what you want to do to them, not the role that you play, not the thing that you've been so well trained in. Like, nobody cares about your training, nobody cares about your education, nobody cares about your knowledge, nobody cares about your expertise, nobody cares about your product or your seminar or your book or the fact that you've got some alphabet soup behind your name. Nobody cares about that. Let's put it this way, they only care about that insofar as they believe that those things somehow should help them get the results that they're after. That's it. It's the only way that they care about that. And if they can't connect the dots between the result that they're after and what you do with them or to them or for them, such that that could potentially produce that result, you're dead meat. And the words that you're using in your marketing sucks. And so coaches, if you're watching this at some point and you're using coaching all over your website, all over your white paper, all over your blog posts, etc., it's like, just understand, if that's the predominant headline or the predominant thing that you're communicating in your marketing, then your copy sucks, your marketing sucks, and it's probably going to suck in its ability to deliver you what you're after, which is probably a client. So you need to offer that client what they want first, and then and only then are they interested in what you can do for them for fee, or for a ticket price, or for the cost of your book, or whatever that is. So thoughts about this, or if you disagree, you think I'm an idiot when it comes to this stuff, or if you agree, or if this is confusing or whatever, let me know. Let's chime in on this. But very seldom on these kind of live stream conversations so far have I really talked about like the marketing aspect of what we do as people helpers, or what we do in the coaching or advisory or author speaker professions, and it's an area that I think needs more discussion, because we are such experts on what we can provide people, but we are really ignorant when it comes to how to communicate that in a way where people are we're gonna get their attention in an authentic fashion, where we're going to where they're going to be motivated to want to connect with us, and ultimately to the point where they're actually committed to purchase our services. So hope that helped.